Did you know that a lack of sleep can lead to weight gain and make losing weight more challenging? Sleep deprivation is a significant problem, often due to busy lifestyles or late-night activities that limit our rest. It affects our hormones, specifically ghrelin and leptin, which control our appetite. Ghrelin tells us when we're hungry, and leptin signals when we're full. A lack of sleep disrupts these hormone levels, leading to increased hunger and decreased satisfaction after eating, causing overeating and cravings for high-calorie foods. Additionally, insufficient sleep can increase stress levels and decrease physical activity, both contributing to potential weight gain. So in conclusion, sleep plays a pivotal role in keeping the balance of the ghrelin and leptin hormones and thus, maintaining a healthy weight. Lack of sleep can impair various brain functions, including concentration, cognitive abilities, and overall productivity. When you don't get enough rest, your brain isn't able to properly function, leading to a breakdown in your ability to concentrate. This may manifest as an inability to focus on tasks or a drop in productivity levels. Sleep deprivation also impacts your cognitive abilities. This can be demonstrated by a decline in problem-solving skills, difficulty in making decisions, and a decrease in creativity. These, in turn, can lead to a domino effect, creating issues in your work and personal life. Further, without sufficient sleep, your brain can't process information correctly, leading to an increase in mistakes. This is particularly detrimental in the workplace where precision is often required. Lack of sleep doesn't just affect your professional life though, it can also increase the likelihood of making errors, both at work and in other areas of life. Adequate sleep, one of the most vital yet frequently overlooked aspects of our daily lives, is absolutely critical for maintaining and improving a variety of bodily functions, especially those concerning our physical well-being. For instance, consider its impact on motor skills, a vital area of physical health. An ample amount of sleep significantly enhances our motor skills, making us more coordinated and agile in our day-to-day activities. Similarly, it bolsters our reaction time, enabling us to respond quickly and effectively to unexpected situations. Moreover, proper sleep boosts our endurance, allowing us to stay vibrant, energetic, and productive for extended periods of time. However, neglecting to get enough sleep poses serious risks to our health and fitness. One alarming consequence is the heightened risk of injuries. Fatigue and drowsiness, both products of inadequate sleep, can dull our reflexes and in turn contribute to accidents and injuries. Sleeping less also has a profound impact on our motivation. More specifically, our motivation to exercise regularly takes a hit when we're constantly tired and low on energy. By taking away the energy and positivity that usually fuels our workouts, lack of sleep can easily derail our fitness routine. In short, the connection between sleep and health is undeniable. So, for our own well-being, let's not underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. A lack of sleep can increase the risk of injuries and decrease the motivation to exercise regularly. Lack of sleep exerts additional strain on the heart, contributing to an escalating risk of heart disease and high blood pressure. It's vital to understand that sleep is not merely a luxury, but a necessity as crucial as a balanced diet or regular exercise. Prolonged periods of inadequate sleep can lead to a spectrum of health complications, with cardiovascular illnesses being one of the most significant. The reason for this is that an insufficient amount of restful sleep disrupts the natural processes of the body, including blood pressure regulation and inflammation control. Furthermore, conditions such as sleep apnea can exacerbate these risks. Sleep apnea, characterized by repeated interruptions in breathing during sleep, is directly linked with an elevated risk of heart disease. This disorder causes oxygen levels in the blood to drop, leading to increased blood pressure and strain on the heart. Sleep apnea can also lead to irregular heartbeats, which can, in turn, escalate the risk of stroke and heart failure. What's even more concerning is that many are undiagnosed and unaware that they're living with this condition. That's why it is essential to pay attention to our sleep patterns and seek medical advice if we notice something unusual. This awareness and vigilance could have a profound effect on overall heart health. Underestimating the importance of a good night's sleep can be detrimental to our health and well-being. Please remember that a well-rested heart is a healthier heart. Conditions like sleep apnea can further elevate these risks, affecting overall heart health. Did you know sleep can affect your blood sugar levels? It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? Think about it. We spend roughly a third of our lives asleep, a vital process that our body needs to function properly. And it doesn't just impact our mood or energy levels, but it also plays a crucial role in our overall health, including blood sugar regulation. When we have shorter sleep durations, it can significantly impact our body's insulin resistance, escalating the risk of developing a serious condition known as type 2 diabetes. This is mainly because our bodies need adequate rest to keep our metabolic processes, like insulin sensitivity, functioning effectively. And if we're consistently not getting enough shut-eye, it can lead to changes in our hunger hormones, which in turn decreases insulin sensitivity. The correlation between sleep and blood sugar levels is just as vital as the relationship between nutrition and exercise. Poor sleep quality and sleeping disorders are intricately tied to a dramatically increased risk of developing depression and anxiety. These nights of restless tossing and turning are not merely frustrating, they hold the potential to pave a darker path towards serious mental health conditions. When the gentle, restorative embrace of sleep eludes us, we unwittingly expose ourselves to numerous harms. A good night's sleep is more than just a luxury. It's a necessity. It equips our bodies and minds with the energy and vitality needed for the trials of the next day. Our minds need this time to unwind, to process the day's events, and to prepare for the challenges of tomorrow. Neglecting sleep, whether by choice or due to uncontrollable circumstances, sets a precarious foundation for mental well-being. The importance of sleep cannot be overstated. It's not just about feeling refreshed in the morning. It's about safeguarding our mental health, our emotional well-being, and ultimately our quality of life. A good night's rest is not merely beneficial but vitally crucial for maintaining mental health. Lack of sleep can impair your body's defense system, a critical and often neglected aspect of our well-being. This impairment makes you more susceptible to a wide range of infections and illnesses, some of which might be minor but others potentially severe. This correlation is not just something health experts preach. It is backed by scientific research and studies. When we sleep, our bodies work tirelessly to repair and rejuvenate our systems, including our immune system. By depriving ourselves of the required amount of sleep, we hinder this crucial rejuvenating process. This can cause a significant increase in our vulnerability to diseases. Not getting the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep can have more severe consequences than just feeling drowsy and lethargic. It increases our susceptibility to a plethora of infections from common colds to more severe illnesses. This susceptibility isn't merely speculative. Studies have shown that those sleeping less than the recommended amount have a higher likelihood of catching a cold. Inadequate sleep, that seemingly harmless habit we've all succumbed to at some point, can actually do more harm than we think. It can trigger inflammatory pathways, a term that perhaps not everyone might be familiar with. Inflammatory pathways are a part of our body's immune response, a vital process that helps ward off diseases and infections. However, when these pathways are constantly activated, it can lead to a significant increase in inflammation markers. These markers signal the body's response to stress, injury, or disease. Alarmingly, a prolonged increase in these markers can pose a much devastating risk. It can lay the foundation for chronic diseases that can drastically affect one's life. Diseases like obesity, which is a global epidemic affecting millions worldwide, Alzheimer's disease, a neurodegenerative disorder that robs people of their memory and cognitive abilities, and even cancer, a word that alone sends chills down our spine. The power of getting adequate sleep is truly underestimated. Lack of sleep, a common yet often overlooked issue, brings about a myriad of detrimental effects that can pervade various aspects of everyday life. These ramifications are not just limited to physical fatigue or tiredness, they also penetrate deeper into the psychological and emotional realms as well. One of the profound effects of inadequate sleep is irritability. This is not merely about being grumpy or out of sorts. It is a heightened state of annoyance that can significantly affect one's interactions, relationships, and overall disposition. Another significant impact is the difficulty in regulating emotions. This isn't just about experiencing mood swings or emotional instability. It's about how inadequate sleep can leave you at the mercy of your emotions, unable to control or even understand them sometimes. Moreover, impaired social interactions also surface as a result of sleep deprivation. This does not only mean that you're less likely to be your usual charming self, it means that you could have trouble connecting with people, misinterpreting social cues and signals, and even maintaining relationships. The consequences of sleep deprivation also stretch into contributing to feelings of loneliness. It's not just about being alone. It can be the crippling feeling of isolation that comes from not being able to connect with others or understand your own emotions. Lastly, sleep deprivation can lead to reduced participation in social events. Sometimes this is because the physical fatigue makes you less inclined to go out. Other times, it's the emotional and psychological impacts that make socializing feel more like a chore than a pleasure. So, let us note, lack of sleep can cause irritability, difficulty regulating emotions, and impaired social interactions. It can also contribute to feelings of loneliness and reduced participation in social events. Lack of sleep can impair task performance, decision-making, and reflexes, similar to the effects of alcohol. It's a condition that affects countless people worldwide, leaving them drowsy and fatigued throughout the day. Its impact extends beyond just the individual, having profound effects on their overall well-being and how they interact with the world around them. When we sleep, our body goes through various stages that play a critical role in functions such as tissue repair, muscle growth, and memory consolidation. Deprivation of sleep interferes with these vital processes, resulting in impaired cognitive function. This impairment can affect our tasks, whether they are complex decision-making or simple day-to-day activities. In addition, sleep deprivation can also slow down our reaction time, akin to the impact of alcohol. This impairment can lead to severe consequences, particularly if you are performing activities that require quick responses like driving. Imagine the potential danger you could put yourself and others in if you were behind the wheel. What's more, research has shown that consistent lack of sleep can lead to long-term health problems such as obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. So it's not just about feeling tired or having an off day. It's about a comprehensive impact on health, well-being, and safety. It increases the risk of accidents, particularly while driving, thereby impacting others around us. To summarize, sleep is a fundamental pillar of good health. Its importance cannot be overstated. Sleep influences many facets of our lives, from the physical to the psychological and even the social. It impacts our weight management, job performance, interpersonal relationships, and our overall mental health. Inadequate sleep can heighten the risk of various health complications. This includes severe conditions such as heart disease and diabetes, as well as mental health issues like depression. This is why it's crucial to make sleep a priority in your daily routine. It allows for better physical health, improved mental state, and more meaningful social interactions. After all, a good night's sleep is more rejuvenating than you might think.